Oh boy, folks. So this is actually like one of the OG Fox News videos where a Fox News host just basically gets befuddled by their guest. But basically, with this one, Fox News brings on the wrong doctor to talk about the coronavirus. He's going to burst their bubble and he's going to say something that immediately makes the host basically just want to end the segment. Go ahead and check this out.
Large scale testing. Now, what we hear every night is that there are millions of tests available, and yet we don't have that pinprick blood test that you can just sort of get, at your local doctor and know in 15 minutes. But they're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. They should have been working on it for months. So the fact is, we knew about this from the WHO when? December 31st, 2019. So last year, we knew about this. We knew coronavirus is coming. We knew it was a respiratory disease. We knew it was person to person. Why is it that it's this week that the FDA finally approved these kind of new Abbott lab testing, which, by the way, is one test at a time? It's a great test, but it's one test at a time. It's different than the labs that are doing mass testing, right? So this is a wonderful test, don't get me wrong, but it's one test per 15 minutes. That's wonderful, but it's not the same volume that you really need. This is better for kind of outpatient clinics and things like that. We needed this months ago. You look at Korea, South Korea and the US had their first official confirmed case on the same date, January 19th. That means since January 19th, you look at what South Korea did and what we did. Their population is 1/6 of ours. Look at the cases they have. Look at the mortality they have. It's a trifle compared to what we're dealing with right now because we've had a very weak response and they had a really strong response.
Doctor, thank you. Very interesting to talk to you, Dr. Desai. Hope you'll come back as we move through this difficult period in the country. Dr. Desai, thank you very much, sir. So President Trump warning Americans.
Yeah, he's not coming back on Fox News, I have to tell you. If they bring him back on Fox News, I will be legitimately shocked about that, okay? I will legitimately be shocked if he comes back on Fox News. I highly doubt he's coming back on Fox News. But he's right about the South Korea comparison because South Korea, what they started doing was they started doing mass testing, but for some reason, testing here was like $3,200 for a single test. And so we still don't have enough testing to this day. We don't have enough testing. And so people should be getting tested. What they did in South Korea was they were basically letting anybody who wanted to get one who had symptoms. They basically had drive-through clinics, drive-through where you can literally go in, get the test. I guess they stick like something into your nose up until your like cheekbone or something crazy like that. It's kind of crazy. And then they check to see if you have coronavirus, and that helps stop the spread because if you know you have it, you quarantine yourself, and that's helpful because some people are asymptomatic and so they'll, be in contact with others, their loved ones, et cetera, and they'll spread it to them without even knowing that they have coronavirus. And so South Korea had a really, really good response. Basically what they did was they went to war against the coronavirus. They actually did a good job of it. And so this doctor here is basically debunking the idea that there's testing available. Trump has said some weird stuff about testing as well. But this obviously is not a good look for Fox News because they want to bring on doctors who are going to cape for Donald Trump, slather his cock basically, and just slurp him whole. Where this guy, checks him. He's got the dates down. He's obviously an educated dude. He has a very... he has it down very clear. I mean, the guy's obviously a doctor, but you can tell by the way that he carries himself and the way that he knew, the dates and explained everything very clearly, especially about the test. But our response has been garbage. Florida just issued a stay-at-home order. Florida, one of the biggest states in the nation, just now has a stay-at-home order. And also, apparently churches are exempt. So, large gatherings of religious gatherings still going on, which is insane, absolutely insane. The fact that Trump hadn't done a national lockdown a long time ago is embarrassing. The whole purpose of a federal government is supposed to be to protect us. That's supposed to be like supposedly the biggest thing, right? And they can't even protect us from a global pandemic that's going on, which is embarrassing. So he should have had a national lockdown a long time ago, but instead he's being a lazy wiener. And there's still states that don't have lockdowns to this day. But it's incredible. So the response to the coronavirus has been horrible. And we just got to kind of hope for the best at this point, even though there's going to be multiple waves. So it's going to be pretty tough to deal with. But yeah, definitely one of the Fox News bloopers that's pretty funny here.